Just that there's a lot of bougie pies out there.
Okay.
That's my research. I found out why the hell hasn't my mom and dad or grandma or whoever made all these rich-looking nice pies, and all we've had are these basics, no offense, Jones, that we both chose.
That's true. There's basic pies.
I've lived a sheltered life.
So let us know in the comments if you have a pie recipe that is superb that we didn't mention. Let us know. Maybe
we're not gonna make it.
We're not gonna make it. Maybe we can find somebody who can make it for us. If you ain't got pie on Thanksgiving, you just ain't got Thanksgiving. So it's the main dessert around every Thanksgiving dinner table. But the question is, what is the best pie on the Thanksgiving dinner table?
You know, I was at my parents' the other day, and I opened the fridge, and I looked in, and they had the wax over a pie dish, and I was like, let's go. I pulled it out. I was really excited. No, it wasn't that. It was like some casserole.
You tricked me.
God, I was like, the hell is this? So I shoved it back in, and I was disappointed. That's how people are going to feel if you don't have pie for Thanksgiving.
That's right. You stuff yourself to almost exhaustion, but then you take a look at the pies on the table. You're like, I could probably do a slice. Mm-hmm. So, which one should you dive into? My number 3 isn't necessarily dedicated towards Thanksgiving, but it's just the best pie of all time. So my number 3 is the peanut butter / Reese's pie. I've only had this thing twice in my life, but let me tell you, it's an experience. If you know what I'm talking about, it's got the peanut butter and the cream cheese mixed together on the bottom, on like a graham cracker crust, and then chocolate over the top. You can even, ground up some Reese's peanut butter cups and put them in the pie. But this thing is rich, but it's much different than anything else that you'll have on the pie scale. It's the reason why it's my number 3.
It's fantastic.
It is good.
It's fantastic. And I was conflicted, Jones. For me, it would just be all cream cheeses, but I don't know, cheesecakes and cream. Right. But I didn't know how much I could really get into that, so I stayed away from the cheesecakes because it had cake in it, So for me, also, what I learned in this research is there are a lot of pies I would really, really love if someone just took a chance and, made them and got away from these traditional stupid things that we're going to rank. Guys, there's so many pies out there.
On our Facebook page, which we'll post some of those down below this, of people's screenshots of what they put in the comments, because there was tons of them that I had never heard of. But pecan pie was the number 1 that everybody said. But obviously, on Tyler and I's list, it didn't make that because that was on both of our most hated lists last year when we made the worst foods of Thanksgiving.
Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of those pies you guys are posting are pretty bougie, and we don't have that kind of money. So we're going to have to just take our rankings and run with it. So for me, number 3 is banana cream pie. Okay. And I'm a little picky on this, all right? I like those bananas stacked in there. You can kind of see them.
You like real bananas, not like...
No, I need some real ones in there so you can actually see that. Now, if they don't have the real ones, I'm still going to eat it. I'm not that picky, right? But if you are going to put them in there, I want to see them. It's got to hold. It's got to hold tight the gelatin.
So you like to chew through your banana cream pie? You don't like a swish wash.
No. I want.
I like mine mushy.
If I could have a little meat in there, I would. But the meat's the bananas. Number 2 for me. I'm going to go with my gelatin theme here. I like the strawberry. It's just the flavor of the strawberry. It's very home feeling to me. So the strawberry pie means a lot. I'm not a strawberry rhubarb.
No, I don't like rhubarb.
I don't know what you put in vegetable. Is that a vegetable?
Yeah, rhubarb.
I don't know why you're putting that in there.
Kind of ground plant.
So yeah, strawberry pie, simple, to the point. That's my number 2.
Okay, your strawberry pie. Do you put whipped cream on top of it, or you just have it plain?
Okay, Jones, I'm gonna blow your mind here. I don't do whipped cream
on any pie.
No. On anything.
Well, banana cream pie's got whipped cream on top of it.
Yeah, a little bit. I might do a little. But I'm not a big fan. I'm not. People just not me.
My number 2 has to have whipped cream for me on top of it, and that's pumpkin pie. So pumpkin pie this time of year is universal. It's the flavor of the fall with pumpkin, but in my mind, this is the best tasting pumpkin thing there's ever been, and that's pumpkin pie. Now, the texture's got to be right. So similar to you, where you kind of like that. You got to have something to bite through. I don't like it too mushy. I don't like it to fall apart. Because a lot of pumpkin pies will just on their plate. I don't like that. So pumpkin pie is my number 2, but it's got to be made right.
So we agree on that. I don't like it when it's too slimy and kind of falling apart. Yeah. Right. All right, good.
My number 1, and might be your number 1 too, is apple pie. So apple pie is so versatile. So when I say versatile, I mean you can have whipped cream, no whipped cream. You can get ice cream on top of it. You can have it warm, cold. It's got so many different options, and people make it so many different ways. It's got to be number 1.
Yeah.
And people say it's American as apple pie, but did you know the actual first recipe came out in 1381 in England, and its original ingredients had figs, raisins, pears, something called saffron, and then some apples.
Well, I think I saw saffron on Instagram.
So apple pie's my number one. I can have it any time of year. It doesn't have to be just Thanksgiving. That's most of the time when you see it come out, and maybe during the summer a little bit, and that's when you put the ice cream on top of it when it's got a hot day. But you can have any time of year, and that's the reason why it's my number one.
Yes, and I would agree with this. You made a lot of great points, and I think the great American rapper Warren G in his song "Do You See" sampled the track that said, "As American as the blues, as American as apple pie. The question is why?
That's a good rhyme.
Why must the blues be so at home here? Well, America provided the atmosphere."
Okay, do you like your apple pie warm, cold? I guess prefer. Which one do you prefer, warm or cold?
Okay, trick question.
Okay,
Cold, unless I'm gonna have the vanilla ice cream involved.
then it's gotta be warm.
Warm.
Okay, I would say.
So it would be considered situational for me.
What about room temperature?
Yeah, sure, I'll eat it. Because apple pie can come in like a box that you sell at a store.
Right.
I'll still eat it.
Yeah, it's hard.
like it.
It's hard to mess up apple pie.
Agreed.
Let's be honest. Apple pie or apple crisp.
Apple pie.
I'm an apple crisp fan.
I like the crisp as a change-up. But if I had to be traditional and just you're going to give me one to pick, I'll pick the apple pie.
Okay.